Welcome back to EA Sports. He's Ray Ferraro. I'm James Cebulski, getting set to call all the action here. Just moments away from puck drop. Ray Ferraro's down at ringside. What are you keeping an eye on here for tonight?
Both teams want to get their defense up into the rough. Man, it must be way more fun being a defenseman these days than the stay-at-home of years past. Now your D have to be up and layer the attack.
Both teams lined up in the middle. We are ready to get things underway. The Stars take possession here on the opening draw, and we are underway. Puerto Rico's got the puck against the half wall. Iceland's gained possession along the boards. Here's a chance right in the slot. Quick feed to Hamilton. Directs it on over to Pellick. The Dragons played along the wing. And that one's broken up by a great defensive play. Martin's got it into offensive territory. Lets it fly. Oh, just wide of the net.
It doesn't matter how close it is. If it's not on the net, it can't go in.
And that shot gets caught in traffic. Hamilton's got the puck. Good hit on the play. Shot on net, gobbles the puck up there with the chest. And we're going to get a stoppage here as the referee blows the play dead. While the centers are jammed up, nice job by the winger to steal the puck. Picks it off in the offensive end. Brings the puck into the offensive end now and forces a huge turnover here with the steal. And that's blocked. Nice defensive robbery on that. Iceland's got the puck along the wall. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. On the doorstep, knocked away. Takes the feed at the back end. Shot. Oh, how do you miss it?
Well, you miss it because you're trying to be perfect with it. Really good opportunity that he doesn't cash in.
Handles the puck at the point. Moves the puck inside the offensive zone. And that one's turned away. Handles the puck. Move to the middle, and that one's broken up. From off the wall and onto his stick. Can't keep a hold of it as he's jostled off the puck. Pinned up along the boards. The Dragons gain control of the puck against the wall. Takes the feed ahead from the left side. Along the half wall with the puck. Sends the pass over. Carries it across the line. Takes a shot. Comes up with the stop. Iceland's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Slides it up front, and that's picked off. Moves it to Myers. Receives the pass. Moves it to Fournier. Oh, that's tremendous poise in the defensive end to break off the pass. Here they are on the attack. Puerto Rico's regained possession of the puck. Dumps it into the O-zone. Iceland's got a hold of it along the wall. Takes the feed. Carries it in. Into the corner. Almost lost the puck, but hangs on here as play continues. Smart heads up play to neutralize the threat. The Dragons have it against the wall. And that one's picked off. Dumped into the opposite corner. Takes the feed. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Slides it back to the blue line. Oh, makes the save. That was a rocket. Martin's taking the puck behind his net. Takes it across the blue line. Grabs the puck and looks to make something happen. And the puck's knocked loose. Looks to set up at the point now. Iceland's got control of the puck. Across the point. Right in front. Oh, he went top corner and missed missed it.
Well, it's not going to be perfect every time. He's going for that top part of the net. He just missed it.
Gets that puck back on a stick. Riley's taking the puck behind the net. Great defensive play to come up with the puck. Hamilton's got it in the offensive end. Tries to make a move and can't hang on to the puck.
There are times you try to do too much. He's got good hands, but maybe a more simple play's the right one there.
Slides the puck over. Oh, what a save in front. Here's a short pass to Ward. It's a 2-on-1. The Dragons ready to go on the attack. Takes the feed at the point. And that's broken up with a stick in front. Takes the pass. Picks off the feed. A spirited battle along the boards for the puck. Moves the puck. Puerto Rico's got a hold of it against the wall. The Stars gain control of it. Iceland's got the puck along the boards. Quick pass to Ward. Ward's carrying it ahead. On the attack along the boards. And he moves it up to Ward. Puerto Rico's grabbed a hold of the puck. Tries to dangle and the puck skips away.
Oh, he looked like he was in a good spot there. He bobbled the puck. Now he's got to find it again as he loses possession.
Shot in front! And the traffic jam in front blocks the shot. Looks to set up along the point. Nice save by the keeper to trap that puck in his chest.
We'll go back and look at that hit here, James. Now, I was never one to deliver one of these hits, but man, did you ever notice whether your team was given or taken.
Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Puerto Rico's got the puck. Fournier's got it across the line. Centering pass! And that one's broken up. Through center along the wing. Back to the point it goes. Ahead of steam now towards the front with the stop.
That's a good save there, James. It looks rather simple, but he gets the puck into the corner. No danger.
Back to the blue line. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. They've got the defense outnumbered. Just wide. Back at the point, they set it up. Moves it around along the half wall. Nears the blue line and looks to set up at the point. Forces the turnover. Puts it on net. That goes wide. The Dragons scoop it up along the boards. And it's a quick pass to Hamilton. Moves the puck along the half wall. Moves it over to Fournier. And he coughs it up with the pass. That's intercepted. Here they come on the attack. Puts it on net with the stop. And too much traffic in front blocks that one. Takes a whack but still hangs on. Grabs the puck and pokes the puck loose inside the offensive end. Up along the wing. From the left side, takes it at center. Lugs the puck into the corner of the offensive zone. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Nice pass. Airmails it.
Did he ever? He's got to bring that down a couple of feet.
Over the line they come. Sends a pass over. First period almost in the books here, nearing the final 60 seconds.
1 minute left.
Lugs the puck into the offensive zone corner. Finds some space in the corner. Misses wide of the net.
You kick yourself in the tail after you miss a chance like this. Has to be on the net.
Pass right back. Iceland's got possession here in the offensive zone. Through the neutral zone, moving the puck along the side. Wrists one in close. Turns it away. There's the horn bringing period number 1 to an end. Still no score in this one.
tonight is our team poster giveaway. If you find a sticker on the inside cover of your program, go to Get Services to receive your team poster.
Still lots of hockey still to come, so get ready here on EA Sports. Welcome back, everyone. He's Ray. I'm James. Second period set to go. Both teams still feeling each other out after a scoreless 20. Let's see if that changes here in period number 2. Well, we've got over 20 minutes played thus far. Ray, how have you seen things?
Man, that was slow, James. That first period, nobody generated any offense. Just a few shots to test the goaltenders.
Booming shot! Oh, comes up with a stop.
Martin's going to try and shake this off and get back into the game, but he took a heavy hit there.
Off the draw, and a nice job locking up his opponent. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. Shot misses over the net. Iceland's got the puck along the wall. Takes a nice feed up through the middle now. And he easily stops that one. Puck is dropped and we are back underway. Puerto Rico's got the puck in the defensive end. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Shot on the tip, and he scores! What a shot!
Wasn't a whole lot of room here, James, but he gets beat just inside the goal post.
Puerto Rico's hard work pays off. They've gone up by 1 here in this second period.
Even though it really shouldn't matter, it does change the way you play the game. Now that you're in the lead, you can dictate the pace of the game.
Picking up some steam at center ice. Pass back to the point. Moves it quickly over to Lewis. Trying to get back on the attack now. The Dragons gain control of the puck against the wall. Puerto Rico's got the puck in their own end. Carries it across the line. Move to the middle. Lets it go. And that goes off the face of the goaltender. Puts it on net just wide. Puts it to the front of the net. And that's picked off in front. Ward's picking up steam. Right to the middle. Picks up the puck in his own end. With possession along the wall. Iceland's got the puck inside the defensive zone. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Big time stop.
The shooter's right in the guts of the ice, but the goalie squares up, spreads out, and makes the save.
Excellent stick work on the play. Moves the puck into the attacking area. Snaps one here in the slot. Stopped by the goaltender. Handles it along the blue line. And the lane's clogged up, blocking that. Moves across the point.
They've totally controlled the puck here on this shift. Now they've worn the opposition down. Eventually, you get a scoring chance, or they take a penalty.
Along the half wall with the puck. Skates in behind the cage. Puts it up front. Reads it perfectly, breaking up the play. Carries it in. Takes that pass back at the point. Handles the puck. Puerto Rico's trying to make something happen in the offensive zone. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Scoops up the puck now. Here's an odd man rush. Hammers it from the point, and that's broken up. The Stars get a hold of the puck. Nice poke check inside the attacking zone. Takes it across the blue line. Knocked away. The Dragons get a hold of the puck in their own end. They've got numbers. Good hit to bump him off the puck. Puerto Rico's got a hold of it along the wall. Fires it into the offensive corner. The Stars have a hold of it in the defensive zone. Pokes it away to keep the pressure on. At center ice now. He grabs the puck. Puts it on goal. Misses. It was right there, Ray.
Oh, it's such a great chance, and he doesn't get the shot on net.
And now he tries to get it across to Pelech. From his own end, he picks up the puck. Here's a shot. Stopped by the goaltender. Right in the slot. And he can't find his man. And that's broken up with a stick in front. Play rolls on. Farnham swooping in on the attack. Heads deep inside the offensive zone. And the goalie covers up for the whistle. More than half the period has expired. We've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. And a solid job tying up his opponent. Passes on over to Myers. Sends the pass over. Here's a shot. Comes up with the stop. Myers has won the draw. On the attack along the boards. Moved to the middle. From in close. Misses.
Hit the net. No chance to score if you don't get the puck on target.
Iceland's got a hold of the puck. Receives the pass. Takes the feed. Takes the feed at the back end. Maintains possession of the puck along the blue line. Too much congestion in front. Takes the feed.
I love the way they played this shift. They protected the puck well, but now they've got it and they can run around the zone. The defenders can't chase them. They're too tired.
Takes it across the blue line. Makes the save as he got a blocker on it. Good heads-up play in the defensive zone. Puerto Rico's looking to break out. Slides the puck over. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. Hammers one from the point. Comes up with the block. And he makes the save. Offensive zone face-off, and he wins the draw. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Grabs the puck here inside the offensive end. Here's a chance. Denies him in front. Along the wing up the neutral zone. Here's a chance. Settles things down and gets control of it once again. Handles the puck at the point. Takes the pass. Centering pass. And he blocks that one. Right in the slot. Stopped by the goaltender.
Now, by being in the right position, James, he gets so tight to the shooter, there's nowhere for the puck to go.
Shot, and that's stopped by the goaltender using his head this time.
Now, whatever you got to do, I guess. Man, those guys are lucky the masks are as good as they are now.
From one end of the blue line to the other. The Stars have it from their own end. Here they come on the attack. Here they are on the attack. That knocks him off the puck. Moves it around along the half wall. Slides it back to the blue line. Unloads a shot off target.
Nobody's going to be able to block that unless they're way off target like his shot was.
Huge play in his own end to come up with the puck. Gets it to the other point. Misses high.
Oh, get it on the net, man. He's trying to be too perfect with that. Sometimes you get it on the net, it'll go right through the goalie.
Huge stick save by the goaltender. In the final moments of this period, 1-0 the score. Good read by the winger as the two centers tie up. Taken by Hamilton and makes the save. Play blown dead. Penalty coming up here. Looks like tripping the call.
Sometimes they're lazy, sometimes they're just bad luck.
Puerto Rico sending their power play unit out for the first time tonight.
This is why you have meetings in the morning. You look at video of the penalty killers. You try to establish what their tendencies are going to be. Push the penalty killers into some place they're not comfortable.
They gain possession here inside the neutral zone. Moves the puck along the half wall. Puck lands back onto a stick. And the puck leaves the zone. From his own end, he moves it up ahead. Takes the feed at center and moves up ahead. He grabs the puck here at the point. And that one's stopped. Save made by the goalie.
Quick work. He makes 1 and 2 saves in a row.
Puerto Rico's been the better team tonight, and they lead as a result late in the second. Center's jammed up, and the winger grabs the puck. Denied by the goaltender. And manages to clear the zone. Ref's arm goes up in the air. Looks like we got a hooking call coming up. Let's see what the official says here. Hooking the call and maybe a little sell job along the way?
A little bit, but the player's got to move his feet. As soon as you stop, if it's even close, you're going to get nabbed.
Penalty killing unit set to earn their keep tonight as they'll try to kill off a 5-on-3 man advantage.
Too many times on a long 5-on-3, the power play becomes static. Get it to the middle at the very least. Shoot it and make the penalty killers react.
Long lead pass into the open ice. Back on a stick now. Oh, great core strength to hang on to the puck after that. Takes a blast. That's blocked. Nearing the 40-minute mark of the game. Here in the late goings of the period, we got a 1-0 game to this point. Martins won the face-off deep inside the offensive zone. Answers it with an even better save. The Stars have been the more active squad, and they continue to lead late in the second period. Play resumes as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. And the puck stopper jumps on top of it to get a stoppage in play. Puerto Rico's up for good reason. They have been the more complete team offensively, which is why they lead late in the second. Second intermission approaching quickly here. Martins won the draw. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Here he is in front. Blocked in traffic. Gets it out of his own end. Comes out to play the puck. Grabs the puck and moves on out here with this man advantage. Over the line they come. Centering pass. Here he is from the slot and puts it anywhere but the way he wanted it to go. Stopped by the goaltender. And manages to clear the zone. Glides along the blue line. Puts it on goal. 7 seconds left. The Stars continue to lead here in the late stages of this second period. Puck is dropped and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. And there's the wrap-up cue for period number 2. This is still anyone's hockey game. It's 1-0 after 40.
Hey, hockey fans, follow the team all season long on the radio for every minute of play-by-play action.
Third period just around the corner. Ray and I will be ready to bring all the action in moments. And they are ready to drop the puck on period number 3. Iceland's shorthanded unit has done a solid job to this point. Just a few more seconds to spare as they win the draw. Puerto Rico's got control of the puck. 9 seconds of this man advantage. They'll try to start it from here.
Yeah, get it moving quickly up the ice. Get into the zone. See if you can get puck to the net really quickly.
Looks to set up at the point now. Picks off the pass in the defensive zone. Gets it out of his own end. The Stars fire blanks on the power play. We're back to even strength here.
Immediately, this becomes really frustrating, but as they go back to the bench, the power play will look at that and say, we did a lot of good things. We do that again the next time, we're going to score.
Unable to reach that one. Pinned up along the boards.
Really solid shift here. Their puck possession game has been outstanding. Now they've got it again, and they can hold it down underneath the blue line.
Blocked in front. Makes his presence known on the ice. Quick feed to Martin. Misses just up and over. Takes control of the puck. Here's a rip. Just wide of the net.
Tough to generate a rebound even when the puck misses the net by that much.
Brings the puck into the offensive end now. With possession along the wall. Stopped by the goaltender.
I like the goalie's positioning here. He was aggressive enough to make a save on a dangerous chance. I want another look at that. Oh, yeah, here it is. Oh, yeah, good work, guys. Good work, Brannigan. Getting this thing right. What a stop by the goaltender.
We're still in the early stages of this period. 1-0 is where we sit at this point. While the centers are jammed up, nice job by the winger to steal the puck. Riley's going to play it against the half wall. Jabs the puck away. Here's a chance to set up now. Moves behind the net. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Beautiful feed up ahead from the right wing side. Moves the puck. Moves it to Pellick. Pellick's got it against the boards. And the puck's kicked free. Gets a hold of the puck here in his own end. Play is blown dead. We've got a penalty on the way. Ward's called for tripping. He's off to the box.
Trying to get to the puck, he reaches his stick right into the guy's feet, and down he goes.
They'll go back to work on their special teams.
If you can find a way to get a power play goal here, you can change the momentum of this game. They haven't got one yet tonight, and you find yourself starting to press when you don't score.
And the puck's booted away. Here inside the defensive zone, they get the puck. Puts the puck on net, takes it right in the chest, and we're going to get a whistle here. Puerto Rico's done a wonderful job putting a lot of pucks on net, and they lead it early in this third period. Nice start winning the draw here inside the offensive zone. Hammers a shot, and that goes off a player in front. Carries it across the line. Takes a shot, and he comes up with it. Still lots of time left in the period. We've got a 1-0 hockey game thus far. Back underway as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Makes the save, and manages to clear the zone. From their own end, trying to kickstart this power play. Carries it in. Knocked away. Here's an offensive chance. Trying to clear the puck from his own end. Off the glass and out of the zone. Consider that a win for the penalty killers for now.
You bet it is. Now they can get a change, get some fresh people on the ice.
And there's the save. Gets it out of his own end. And leaves the comfort of his crease to play the puck. Trying to get something going here with this man advantage as they start from their own end. From the left side into the middle of the neutral zone. And that's broken up with a stick in front. And manages to clear the zone. Puerto Rico's got the puck along the boards. Nice pass. Takes it from the other side of the blue line. Puts the puck on net, and another stop.
He's right on it. 2 consecutive saves. Tough ones at that.
Great heads-up play in the defensive zone. Gets it out of his own end. Solid effort by the penalty-killing unit as the power play comes up empty.
Well, it's still looking bleak enough here. They've got to climb back into the game, but if their PK doesn't do the job there, they wouldn't have had any chance.
And a stick in the lane ends that threat. Takes it across the blue line. They've got the defense outnumbered. Grabs the puck and looks to make something happen. Into the corner now. Takes the feed at the point. Battling for the puck, but still hangs on. Fires it into the offensive zone. The Dragons get a hold of the puck along the boards. Iceland's got it in their own zone. Slides the puck to Hamilton. Jostling for the puck, and it's knocked away. Here's a short pass to Hamilton. Here's an odd man rush. Quick shot, just wide. And that pass is intercepted. Slides that one right across the blue line. Shot denied by the goaltender. Through center along the wing. Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Here they come on the attack. Along the half wall with the puck. Back to the point it goes. Moves right to the middle. Sends a pass over. Move to the middle. And that one's broken up by a great defensive play. Takes a shot and misses over the net. Iceland's got a hold of it against the wall. Offside the call, and we'll have a face-off just outside the blue line. The Stars have looked good tonight, especially offensively here in this third period. This neutral zone face-off set to go, and we are back underway. Back to the blue line. Handles the puck. That's intercepted.
I'm not so sure his coaches are going to love that. Too dangerous a play while you're ahead.
Takes a shot, traps that puck tight to his chest. And there's the whistle stopping the play. Puerto Rico's got the edge in the shot department, a big reason why they lead here in this third period. And momentum on their side as they win the draw here inside the offensive zone. Iceland's got the puck along the wall.
Whoa.
He scores!
Now you got to keep clawing back. Trailing in the game, they get the equalizer. That's a quick one-timer right in front of the net. The pass is there. He's got no time to do anything with it, and he beats the goalie.
The Dragons have tied things up here in the late stages of this, and it's been a fun one tonight.
It's been a good ride. They've had to find a way back to get this game level. Now they've got a chance to pull it out here in the last part of the third period.
And he regains control of the puck. Here's a shot. That's wide of the net. The Stars gain control of the puck against the wall. Over the line they come. Lets it go. Shuts them down. Puerto Rico's got the puck behind the net. Sends the pass over. Back at the point, they set it up. Centering pass. Here's a shot and makes the save. Slides it on over to Hamilton. And he gains the zone here. Rocked on the play. Puts it on net. Gets in front of it. Nice defensive robbery with the stick. Puck grab by Myers. Pass back to the point. Receives the pass. Takes the feed. A little back and forth. On the attack along the boards. Battling for it along the boards. Puerto Rico's got it now. Here's a backhander. Stones him in front.
Sharp reaction save. Wow, he's dialed in right now. That is an enormous save at this time of the game.
Just here in the late stages of this frame, the next goal could be a big one as we are tied. Myers is quick on the draw. Handles it along the blue line. Great chance in front. Deflected away. Nice defensive use of the stick there. Here he is in close. Misses over the net.
Not going to get many better chances from that. Dead center, right in the slot.
Moves it around along the half wall. Takes that pass back at the point. Puerto Rico's gained possession along the boards. And that skips away on a nice defensive deflection. Ward's got it into offensive territory. Moves the puck along the half wall. Puerto Rico's got control of it now from their own end. Gets it back. Lets it fly. Oh, and comes up with nothing on the play. Knocked away. Looking to make something happen along the boards. Shot. Uses the force on that hit. Iceland's got it in their own zone. They've got numbers. Here's a chance. And that one's turned away.
Alex made this part of his game. He levels his opponent here.
A lot on the line here in this offensive zone faceoff. And as the puck is dropped, they win the draw here inside the defensive zone. Brings the puck into the offensive end now. Takes the feed at the back end. Misses over the net.
Yeah, he's going to have to adjust the sights on that one. That thing's off target by a long way.
Quick pass to Pellick. With possession along the wall. Situation critical as we approach the final minute of the third. Puerto Rico's got the puck in the defensive end. And a poke check knocks the puck away. We got a delayed penalty coming up here as the ref's hand goes up in the air. The call is hooking on the play.
This is a penalty of bad positioning. You reach out to try and slow the guy down, you're going to get called almost every time.
Back to the face-off circle. They'll send the man advantage unit out again. Play resumes here as he wins the draw inside the offensive zone. Puck leaves the zone, forcing a mass exodus. Getting into the later stages of this period, you can feel the energy in this crowd. It's a tie game. Face off here in the neutral zone, and we are back underway. Handles the puck at the point. Misses.
Probably better off to take a little off the shot and get it on target. He's nowhere near the net.
Takes the feed. Oh, so close.
Close enough that that's just a couple inches away from being a goal.
The frozen biscuits dropped, and we are back underway here. Clearing attempt. And it stays in. That sails over the net. And that's a big clear at this stage of the game.
Yeah, they're all big now. That puck's near the blue line. It's got to get out.
Comes up with the stop. There's the horn to end period number 3. Still deadlocked here. That means overtime is coming up. Overtime's coming up in just a matter of moments. We'll be back right after this break. The Stars win the draw as this period is underway and their power play goes back to work. Here's a shot with the stop. Pokes it away to stay on the attack. Great reflexes, another save.
Yeah, he's pretty good positioning here, James. He makes the 2 stops back-to-back. You put this kind of pressure on, eventually they can't chase you anymore. Now he's got room to carry the puck.
Looking to make something happen in the offensive zone. Centering pass, and that's broken up with a stick in front. And manages to clear the zone. Slides away from his crease now to play the puck. And now he moves it quickly to Martin. Carries it across the line. Along the half wall with the puck. Centering pass in front for the win. And he denies him with a monstrous save here in overtime.
He had to be on top of his game to make that stop. That's a great scoring chance, and he turns it aside.
A critical draw here. Puck is dropped, and we are back underway. Trying to get it out. Big defensive play on that clear.
Yeah, puck's got to get out, especially late. He does a nice job here.
Carries it in. Oh, a missed opportunity here in overtime as the power play expires.
What an opportunity missed there, James. A power play in overtime. They can't cash in, and we go back to even strength.
Puck is dropped, and he wins the draw here in the defensive zone. Farnham's got it along the wing. And a stick in the lane ends that threat. Up along the wing. Here's a shot. Gives them nothing in front. This is a face-off they'll definitely want to win here inside the offensive zone. Good job tangling up his opponent here. Takes it across the blue line. Puck lands right back onto the blade. Looking to end it. Oh, and he missed. Can't hang on to the puck after the play. Into the offensive end now. Here's a chance right in the slot. Here's a chance on the doorstep. And that one's broken up. Slot looking to end it. And he missed the net. Will play on. Moves it quickly over to Hamilton. The Dragons have the puck now. Move to the middle. He almost lost it for a second there, but regains control of the puck. And he came up big on that last opportunity. A big draw looming here in the offensive zone. Good read by the winger as the two centers tie up. Puerto Rico's got a hold of it along the wall. Move to the middle. Great read by the goalie as he pokes it away with a stick. A big face-off here inside the offensive end. Center's jammed up and the winger grabs the puck. Hamilton's got it on the offensive end. Lets it go! Big time stop with the glove! Offensive zone face-off and he wins the draw. Puts it towards the net, takes that one right in the logo. And the referee has blown his whistle, bringing a stop to the play. A lot on the line here in this offensive zone faceoff. Nearing the final minute of OT. Here they come on the attack. Scooped up along the wall by Pellick. And we've got a 2-on-1. Nothing doing.
Just misses the net, but really the scoring chance is not dangerous if you can't get the puck at the goaltender.
with the stop.
Oh.
He scores! It is over! A big overtime win. Did you ever have an OT winner?
Yeah, I had a couple of them. They're fun. I'll tell you, you know you've ended it all, and when the guys come to pile on you, you can see how happy they are. They want to go home, too.
And that's all she wrote on this one for Ray Ferraro. My name is James Cebulski. We'll see you next time here on EA Sports.